Okay, so this is the video blog or vlog for Nicholas Buckman for the New Student Dialogue assignment. It's asking us to reflect on our experience. The New Student Dialogue that I went to asked the question of secondary education, is it a right or a privilege? I think we had some good discussion. We ultimately deemed that while everyone deserves it, not everybody can get it, and there's just a lot of things wrong with the way governments are set up. We not only looked at how the United States was set up with the video of the Seneca School that was shown to us, but there was a student in our dialogue who was from China, and we could see how, or he was able to share how it was actually much, much worse over there. Their high schools have 90 kids per class, so 90 kids to one teacher versus not only being in disrepair, but simply being massively overstocked as well. So that was a very unique way and something a lot of us maybe hadn't thought of or seen. So, I guess we learned something from it. The questions you guys want us to answer as far as reflection of were there active voices? Yeah, we had, I think, maybe like 25 people in the dialogue. At least 10 people spoke relatively regularly. Like I said, we were able to get multiple different examples, myself being from the Midwest, kids from the Northeast, kids from down here, and sort of see how it maybe differed from across the country, and realize that while there were some differences, even with the way we were brought up, some kids going to public school, some private, there was still a problem almost everywhere. Were there reserved voices in our dialogue? Yeah. There were people that willingly talked when they had to. I think a lot of that just comes from, that's just who they are. Either they're a quiet person or they're somebody who doesn't value this kind of thing to the point that they're going to put it in. What role did I play in my group? I played the role of who I was. I gave my own experiences, tried to facilitate conversations to some role. When we broke into small groups, I wouldn't say I was the leader, but I was, leading sort of the group where I was going to go with one or two other students with me. Why do I think it is a component of CE 1000? I think the dialogues are meant to show students various different backgrounds and some of the problems that other kids our age might face culturally, and sort of look at where other people are coming from, I guess, and sort of expand our horizons, as some people might say. Do I see it as useful in my university experience? I think it could have been. My dialogue specifically, I wouldn't have found very useful. There were some that I would have liked to have gone to, and some that might have been more useful, but I don't know, at this point, for us it was an afterthought, I guess. We're at the point in our lives where we're beyond our secondary education as far as high school, which is where most of it centered. Yeah, we talked about college some, but a lot of it talked about high school experiences, because we kind of all thought that everybody deserved to go to high school. Well, not everybody had the right to go to college, because, well, everybody should have the ability. To call it a right means that everybody is required to have it, in the sense that everyone has their right to freedom. It's not something that you can, I guess you could choose to not have it, but it's the sort of thing that the powers that be are to do whatever is in their power to get you that. And we didn't really think that college was in that sense. So while we focused on that secondary education, we were at a point that we were beyond high school, but not old enough to actually do anything about it. So it was kind of us just talking and griping about the world's problems without there really being anything that we could do. I guess, like I said, there were some that could have been better. So any additional thoughts or other things, I think you should vary the times that you schedule each one, because there were multiple topics I would have liked to have gone to more, but they were only, say, every Wednesday at 4, and I had a class that ended at 4:30, so I couldn't go to them, and I was stuck choosing one that I was really not interested in. And so, yeah, I've hit 505, which means I'm good.